Hello everybody. I've got another model out. I had a lot of fun building the last DDA model, which was the 1/24th HQ Holden, and I really enjoyed building that, and so I went out and I bought like a bunch of their other models as well, and this is one of them. I'm going to paint this car blue. I will paint it Mica blue and do the interior with black and silver rims. It's interesting that the seat is already black. Now I stand corrected on the rims. I said I was going to paint them silver, but they're already silver. There's a lot of parts in this model, it looks like. Okay, so that looks like other seats. And if I had to guess, I would say that's wires for the engine, but we'll find out. Now, I'm really not sure if I've got those hoses on properly. I've done my best. I'm going to find out when I put it together and test fit it. Looks cool. I'm going to start priming some pieces. Just using my go-to primer. I use it for everything. Be really safe when you use this stuff. Follow the safety directions. Protect yourself. Keep yourself safe. Same when you use your paints and everything else too. I'm going to hit it with some semi-gloss black. Now I'm going to wait maybe a minute or two for it to gas off a little bit, and then I'll do another coat. do a little more test fitting. I'm not going to clear coat this. So I'm doing a little bit of an experiment here. I just wanted to tone down the chrome a little bit. So I haven't done these two, and I've sprayed a product on these, and I'm still undecided on what I think. I've just sprayed that Tamiya smoke. Where is it? That. Because a friend of mine suggested to do that. And I'm just waiting for it to dry, but I've sprayed it over these two and not over these two. And it's more just so that when I build the model, you'll know that's not how they come in the kit, so that when I stuff them up, you'll know they weren't like that out of the box. It's because I've sprayed this stuff over them. So now I've given this one 2 coats, and this one still has no coats. Not really coats, just mist. Okay, so that's all of them. I did 2 coats, or 2 mists on the front, and 3 on each of the rear. And then I'll sand the tyres. So I'm undecided on what I think. I'll let them dry. I think I like it, but I don't even know if that stuff is compatible for doing what I'm doing here. So I'm not suggesting you go do it. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm going to wait a minute now and then put some more on, but I'll let it gas off a bit first. So that goes in there. And then that one goes on top. So I've got the car back from paint. I'm going to, because I've got a couple of bits of lint in it, I'm going to wet sand it a bit and see if I can get those out. They're only very little, but I can see them. And then I'll come back to you. So just starting with a little bit of 3000, and then I'll work my way up. This isn't a wet sanding tutorial. There's a million good ones on YouTube. Just search wet sanding. But just to show you what I'm doing, I'm literally just torn off a bit of 3000 grit, and then I'll go up to, I think I've got up to 12,000, and then I'll polish it. So you can probably see there's some bits of hazy. They're your peaks. And then the shiny bits between them are the deeper bits that the sandpaper hasn't flattened down to yet. Okay, so that's a very quick pass with 3000 grit. It's very dusty and hazy at the moment. I'm not doing a full flatting of it because I've only got the, I don't know if you'd call it 1 or 2 coats, but the double coat single pass of clear that I did. So it's not like I've got 4 layers of clear here to sand down. I've only got that one pass, so I don't want to go too crazy sanding it. So I'm going to go up to like 6000 grit now. So I just looked, and the next grit I've got is 5000. So I've got 3000, 5000, 7000, and then 10,000. Okay, I've done a very basic sanding. Like I said, I'm not going crazy because I've only got the one layer of clear on there, and I don't want to have to repaint it. So I'm going to get some polish and see how it looks. So you can see it's still got all those fine scratches in it from the 10,000 grit. Might turn the camera off because this is not going to be very exciting for you. Yeah, so not perfect, but it's got rid of that lint that was in the paint. And it's got a decent reflection on there now, so I'm happy with that. God, that makes me nervous. I should be masking this. bit of a look at how those smoked rims look. I just wanted to fatten up these a little bit so they wrap around the top as well. And you can see that because the pen is kind of soft tip, it allows me to sort of do that a bit easier. See if I can show you on this back bit. So you can see I've already done the side, but I kind of want to bring some silver around the back too. And because it's a soft tip, it'll contour a bit. See how it wraps around more now? That's with this pen, which as I said in the last one, I don't know whether it's safe for use on this. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm just doing the rims and tyres at the moment, and just to help me get the axle in, because I don't want to break anything and I'm not sure how hard I'm meant to push. I'm just going to do what I did on the HQ model and use my little bit just to help me create a bit more clearance in there. Progress on the motor. I've decided I like those smoked out rims. I think that looks good. And doing some interior. Oh, and some more progress on there. Another little progress update. Getting the rear lights in and the rear bar. On to some final assembly. Got the wipers on, got the bonnet on. Got the dash in. All that stuff seems to go in from underneath from this point. Next up is putting the engine in. Again, it goes up from underneath. I'm still not sure I've wired that correctly, but I've done my best. So I've got the engine in. I mind the dust. I did some sanding just to try and make it slide in more easily. I don't know that I pushed the grill forward enough, so I had to sand the back of it a little bit. When I was sanding, I put a little nick over there, which I've tried to touch up. Okay, moving on. Grill next. You can see how there's these two mounts that they go on, and then it screws on. It doesn't screw on yet though. other pieces are now going to come up from underneath. So the next piece is putting the bottom of the car over that. Forgot to sand the tyres, but I got a lot of glue in there now, so I don't want to undo it. But yeah, run some sandpaper over your tyres if you want to make them look a bit worn. But yeah, the bottom went on pretty simply. Well, that's it for me on this model. This is my second DDA model, and I really hope we keep seeing more Australian vehicles come out in model format. Very happy with how the colours come out. I smoked out those rims a bit. You could take it or leave it depending on what you want. That was just a curiosity thing, but I'm happy with it. We wet sanded that Tamiya paint, so you can see there I didn't do sort of a full crazy wet sand, but I did the basics, and that's got good reflection in it, or I'm happy with it anyway. Now, I didn't set the suspension like this, it comes like this. They do also make more traditional Toranas that sit at, you know, more standard stances if that's what you wanted. And all this stuff I'm sitting it on just comes in the box. Well, this is the box, so it was fun to build. The wiring probably pushed me a bit, just because I'm not brilliant at this stuff. I'm learning as I go. I'll have to use that blue again. I'm happy with that. You know, for a rattle can job, I'm happy with how that's come out. I didn't want to wet sand it too much because it only had one coat of clear. I'll see if I can get that bonnet open. Now, as I said, I sanded just in behind the back of the grill a bit, just to help create some clearance to slide the engine bay up through, because I'm not sure if I pushed the grill through far enough. It looks correct to me from the front. Anyway, it was easy enough to give it a sand and create clearance, so I didn't feel like I had to force the engine bay up through. What I might do is I'll grab the other Aussie one that I just built. Yeah, so this is the HQ I built recently. It's Torana video. Should put that one at the front, shouldn't I? Anyway, I'll have to build a Ford or something. I've got 2 Holdens now. The Ford guys will be jumping up and down. Ford girls. I'm not a Ford or a Holden guy. I'm an every old car guy by now. When you look at what's getting around now, I like everything old. Alright, I'll put some pictures up and see you in the next video.